26, 2022. So I'm watching through the Hulk. I know who I was with the night I went out on a date with someone from whatever. He showed up in a silver Audi and was bald. And I got in the car and we went to Port Jeff. And in the car, I said something. I did say La Femme Nikita. I tried to look in my wallet for something. Oh, it was a Thomas Jefferson reference. So I pulled out a wallet. It looked very much like this exact wallet. This one has a Lowe's card. I see they reference here. I mean, there's a couple of pieces of ID. It was not in the time frame of this, so the technology is a little off. It's also not in the time frame of this, but the only one who would ever really know that's the real person. So I had on my Italian, the country of Italy looking boot with a heel, and a skirt that went below my knees for that date. I was dressed in black and white. I had a red wallet. Just saying. We went to Port Jeff. I think I was living in Ronkonkoma back then. Right off of Vets Memorial Highway. Same area that then I got struck later. This movie came out in 2008. I didn't get struck by that level of canon. I mean, I've been hit before, but not to the effect that they put on in the movie, where I couldn't, my brain waves almost like ceased, but I was still able to move in whatever else they're doing. So I'm watching the scene, and it says something about Mr. Blue and Mr. Green. Now, is that like an Army, Navy dad, like, reference? I'm just curious, because I've seen some of the guys, and I don't know who they belong to. Some wear blue with lapel bling, and some wear the exact same, but in a green shade with lapel bling, and I don't know who belongs to who. So is that like Army, Navy? Because that legs on the field with nobody to ask questions to be respectful. It gets really confusing when I keep getting hurt and there apparently is some form of blue and green uniform people somewhere.
Your glasses and your watch. Okay, we can use most of it. We just can't use the credit cards, the ID, or the phone. Don't even turn that on.
Okay.
And we'll take the cash, obviously.
How are we gonna get where we need to go on $40 and no credit?
And that's what's in your wallet? It's what's in this area. Holding up New York all by myself at the moment.
Credit cards. Well, we could sell this.
That never happened.
No, that's the only thing you have left from her. No.
And I don't like this pairing and relationship because Ed Norton here looks, it is so convoluted and misconstructed. It leaves so much room for misconstrue that, but that also goes back with, I used a code word, blue, at times, but that's something totally, that's a meander, is what that is, because it's nobody's fucking business.
Federal's already monitoring phones, plastic, and Dr. Ross's web accounts, and local PD have been placed on alert. They'll pop up somewhere, and when they do, it comes straight to us.
They're not gonna just pop up. He made it 5 years and got across borders without making any mistakes. He's not gonna use a damn credit card now. He was trying to escape, he'd be long gone. He's not trying to escape this time, he's looking for help, and that's how we're gonna get it. We know what they're after, and we know he's been talking to somebody. You'll have copies of the correspondence. The aliases Mr. Green and Mr. Blue have been added to the SHIELD operations database. If he comes up for air, we'll be waiting. If he makes a peep, we'll hear him. And when he slips up, we'll be ready.
I find that so interesting. How do you tell the good guys from the bad guys in humanity? I really can't tell the difference. It says Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division. Now, there's some kind of sting that's going on. I've been hit by, not like in a respectable man in a nightgown, the white nightgown, sleeping next to a respectable woman, in a different kind of doctor that has to spend the night and make sure that the woman doesn't stop breathing and cycles through. Not in that respectful manner, but a sting as in like a needle out of nowhere, that I'm not into illicit drugs and I'm not into wanting to be pumped up with anything, and something coming, which I also reference as a spider bite for Spider-Man reference in Marvel Studios. But this was something that came out of nowhere, and there was sting in the room. I just don't know, not the musician. I just don't know and don't get advanced notice of when I'm going to be hurt in the field. So it's a little confusing. And New York having this special court system of jurisdiction that's not spoken of, it leaves room for so much failure in the field. It is so painfully obvious at this particular juncture. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. And it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. So a man shows up, like you just meet him off the internet. He says, his name's Thomas Jefferson. Says it, he's like, you want to look? You want to see my ID? Shows you the ID. And I'm like, now do you look like the Thomas Jefferson? Like, in Ancestry? Did you, like, keep the... I don't really remember what he looks like. And that's when I went to the red wallet to look to see if I even had a bill in my wallet to even cross-reference. Which I don't remember if I even had the cash or not. I don't think I did. I didn't normally keep cash on me. And so that happened. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I can't really reference. Or I think it was a coin, right? I had that option too. Again, I can't really remember, but whatever. That happened.